Okay, it's Atlanta's #1 hip-hop station, Hot 107.9 and home for the Ricky Smiley Morning Show. Of course, you know it's your boy B-High, radio shouting, stepping in the building. I got a hip-hop legend in this thing, N9NE. What's good with it, my dog?
I'm kicking it like a donkey, man. Thanks for having me, B-High.
Hey, man. Tech, this new single though, man, how I'm feeling.
Oh, man, you got my new single, man?
Yeah, man, you know I got it on deck. I just had a chance to check out that visual that you just dropped, too.
Man, on Instagram?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did it a cappella, you know what I'm
saying? Talk to me, man. Now,
yes,
what
sir.
was it that made you do it a cappella, though?
They asked me to. They said, you know, we were promoting the beer, you know what I mean? And they was like, can you do that a cappella? I'm like, yes, I do all my stuff for real, so... And you got to have a lot of breath to do that first 4 bars. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
So I did it and it worked. You know what I'm sizzling? And everybody's expecting the beer now. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, talk to me about this new project and all of this good
stuff. Well, you know,
talk to me.
I've been into drinks for a long time now. You know, I created this thing called Caribou Lou in 1995 in Kansas City, my hometown.
Okay.
And ever since I created Caribou Lou, we had to test it. You know what I mean? If you don't know what Caribou Lou is, it's 151 Malibu rum and pineapple juice.
Ooh.
So we took those mixtures together, you know what I'm sizzling, and we tested it from 95 all the way up to when I first wrote the song in 2006. So that was a lot of testing time in between.
Exactly.
And we knew exactly what it do. You know what I mean? So after we put the song out, it went gold, then it went platinum, and because it went platinum, it reached Boulevard Brewing Company a year ago. They hit us up and say, do you know those flavors will go good in a beer? And I'm like, nah. And they had us taste it, and we was like blown away. So now it's about to come out June 15th. It's called Bulu. It's our unfiltered wheat beer with pineapple and coconut added, man. It's really good, man. It's going to sweep the nation.
I am so sick of you right now, N9NE. Because, I mean, you're going to find your way to crank up the business 24/7.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me about that. What was going through your mind when you realized that you was about to get into the spirits business?
Well, we've been trying to do it for a while, you know what I mean, for some years now. We hooked up with Jesse James Dupree out of Trimble, Tennessee at Outlaw Spirits, you know what I mean? And they gave me some... samples of Caribou Lou, trying to get it right.
Yeah.
They gave me 4 samples. I got 4 samples in my house right now. You know what I mean? And we were trying, you know what I mean? But, we, you know, lawsuits came up with Caribou Coffee and everything that slowed us down. We won. So now here comes Bulu, and then Caribou Lou is coming after that. So we always been trying to capitalize on our liquor, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
On our spirits.
Now, talk to me about the music, though, Tech. Being able to stay influential.
Wow.
And on top of the game for so long.
All these years. That's a blessing.
Exactly.
That's a blessing for one. Everybody ain't got longevity juice.
Talk to me about what you attribute that to, though, man.
I attribute it to Quincy Jones telling me back in '97 when I signed with him, he told me, Tech, rap what you know, and people will forever feel you. And what I tapped into is emotion. That's what we have in common as people. You know what I'm sizzling? We might have different religious beliefs, different skin tones or colors, you know what I mean? Different culture, but we got emotions in common. Exactly. So I tapped into emotions, and that's what connects us as human beings, even though we're all different. You know what I mean? So I attribute that to my longevity juice and my drive to keep staying fresh.
That's right.
And not complacent. And keep on wanting to go higher and higher and higher. I ain't got to where I'm going. I want the world and I want it now, like Jim Morrison said. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you just said being signed to Quincy Jones.
Yes.
Everybody doesn't get an opportunity to even be in the presence of Quincy Jones.
I know.
Let alone work with him, man.
Yeah.
What was that experience like for you back then?
I mean, it's a trip because in '93 I got signed to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis.
Oh,
you know what I'm saying? So you know, I've been in the midst of greats for a long time.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean. They still my people. You know what I mean. Even though it didn't work with the people that Perspective A&M back then. You know what I mean. We always stayed like this though. You know what I'm saying. Same thing with Quincy. You know, I signed with him in '97, and that was crazy because. You know, whenever you have a conversation with him at his house in Bel Air, you know, you sitting up under this Michael Jackson plaque that's 50 million sold, like circular. And whenever you say, man, they messing up at the label, he's like, but we know what we're doing.
Exactly.
We know what we're doing. I like, yeah, I know, but they don't. You know what you're doing. Exactly. They don't know what they doing. You know what I'm saying? It's beautiful. Pops always treated us really nice, man, and I can't wait to see him again.
Being able to work with those types of caliber of legends, though, man, what is some of the game that you picked up from them that you really just said, you know what, I'm about to hit the ground running with this stuff?
That's what I said. You know what I'm saying? The the advice Jimmy Terry Lewis gave to me, and this stuck out. He said, "Always have your fat chick. Fat chicks buy your music. They take care of you. They cook for you. Always have your fat chick tag." And maybe that's why later in my life I say I like them thick and juicy, so don't Pilates nothing. I don't know. But Quincy Jones is the one that told me to rap what you know and people will forever feel you, and that is my longevity juice. That's what I think.
Now, the business side of things, though, Tech, because, see, obviously you had the creative side locked down with those kind of mentors in the game.
Yes.
Where did you get that business acumen from, and what was it that made you say, you know what, I just can't be no artist. I got to be a businessman.
My partner, Travis O'Gwen, came into my life when I was signed to so many people back then. And he came in and he cleaned it up for me. You know what I'm sizzling? Shrewd businessman, taught me so much about ownership. You know what I mean? About investing. You know what I'm saying? About putting your money back into your business instead of spending it on frivolous things. You know what I mean? I learned so much. I learned so much about paying my taxes.
Yeah.
You know, because I got in big trouble. And thank the Lord, I was making money enough to be able to give the IRS over $1 million. You know what I'm saying? When they attacked me, you know, and me being stupid. And Travis O'Gwen, my business partner, taught me so much about staying afloat and keep on like leveling up. You know what I mean? And this late in the game too, still leveling up. It's a reason, because we a team that are not satisfied. Yes, we've been on the Forbes list 4 years in a row. Yes, we've done all that. Yes, yes, I have the most top 10 hits on Billboard. Yes, I do. Yes, but we want the world and we want it now, man. We want the rest of the world. You know what I mean? It's some places I ain't even been. I ain't been to China yet. I ain't been to Japan yet. I ain't been to Africa yet. You know, I ain't been to Brazil. You know what I'm sizzling? It's a lot of places. I've been to a lot of places, but these places I ain't been. I wanna tread every piece of this earth before I'm done. You know what I'm saying? And Travis is the same way. We want everything, and for our artists as well.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Now, as a boss signing artist, I mean, what kind of game do you give to them up under you to make them be successful?
The same thing that Quincy gave me, rap what you know.
Yeah.
Because if you don't know it and you rapping it, somebody gonna try you. That's one thing that Islam taught me as well. Yeah. Always be able to back up what you say.
Facts.
Because people are gonna check you for it.
Every time.
You know what I'm saying? You gangbanging, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna call you on it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You folk, they're gonna tell you to spit you some. When you get to Chicago, they're gonna say, spit me some knowledge. Yeah. If you don't know nothing about those 6-point star or nothing, you might get stomped.
Come on,
Same
man.
thing with anything. You know what I'm saying? With our blood gang, we grew up in a blood neighborhood. So, you know, whatever you speak into the universe, it will return. So rap what you know, and people will forever feel you and not kill you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
During your time in the game, what were some of the main changes that you saw occur, and how did you feel? Did you ever feel like you needed to adjust to new waves and different sounds, or did you just continue to say, you know what, I'm going to do me the whole damn time?
I'm doing me with sounds and everything, but adjusting is what everybody's doing right now because of streaming. Of course, we don't make as much money as we used to make with physical because of streaming. So everybody's adjusting now. That's the only thing adjusting. I've always done the music that makes me move. Yeah. And what makes me move usually makes my people move.
Facts.
You know what I'm sizzling? So when I chose Hook Go Crazy from Be Rich and B.O.B., you know, they sent it from here to Kansas City. And I put chains on it and B.O.B. on the hook, and it, boom, you know what I'm saying? It felt good. Yeah. I didn't have to conform to do anything. That was still a Tech 9 record.
Exactly.
Same thing with Fragile with Kendrick Lamar we did. And Mayday and Kendall Morgan. They played me that track. And I'm like, I need somebody that can really go after me. It wasn't too many that can do it.
Exactly.
Kendrick was perfect. Woo. He done it. The music speaks to me. I don't have to conform to it. Or, you know, if everybody's doing music that sounds like Travis Scott, which I love Travis Scott. You know what I'm saying? If everybody's doing music that sounds like Lil Uzi Vert, I can't do what they do.
Yeah.
But I can do what I do on a beat that might not be what you would think Tech-9 would do, like my song No Reason right now. You know, it's more like a trap beat, which I've been doing trap beats for years.
Yeah.
But this one got the trap hook on it. I just think you know what I'm saying? It's like, you know, it's Tech-9 song? Yeah. It was for a reason too. The song's called No Reason, but we did it for a reason. Because some dude was trying to use our name strange and start a label, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I had to let him know. So I had to take the type of music that he puts out and get in their arena.
Ooh.
That's why if you listen to No Reason at the beginning, I said, this Tech-9NE in your arena, this Tech-9NE in your arena. Listen. And it made it, and it finally made it on Rap Caviar where all those songs are.
Yeah.
Checkmate.
Tech, how do you feel when you get the respect from the new young artists, though, at the same time, though, man? Because, see, a lot of artists don't get that respect.
I know.
They don't even get folks to reach out to them and say, hey, man, let's do music. I respect your mind. I respect your craft. I would love to work with you. A lot of folks sit out there like, will you let me please play?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So what goes through your mind when you invited back into the ball game and you got to put on the 45 every 5 minutes and take them to school?
Yeah, well, it's like this. If you give respect, you get it. You know what I mean? You look how many old school rappers are talking smack about the new school.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like they saying it's a disconnect.
Yeah.
But I could do a song with XXXTentacion. I could do a song with Ski Mask Slump God. I bet you if the Migos got on a song with me, they'll bust even harder. I done heard them bust.
Yeah.
I done heard them bust. It ain't just a I done heard them go.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like if you give respect, you get respect. And I give a lot of it. You know what I mean? And people recognize the skill. And I can't wait to get a beat from Travis Scott.
Ooh.
I can't wait.
That's going to be crazy. Now, we was talking earlier about the transition from analog to digital. You know, we had the CDs, the hard copies. The next thing you know, it's all about the streams.
Yeah, they all going away. The CDs going away, man.
What was going through your mind when that change occurred, man? And you said it affected money. What was going through your mind during that time?
How the hell we going to survive off of 70% of a fraction of a penny?
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? How we going to survive as a label? Oh, thank God we've been touring since we started. Oh, thank God we got a core fan base. Oh, thank God we got all this merchandise that they love to wear. Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
Because without all that, no more strange music because 60% of our revenue, boom.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 68%, I think. You know what I'm saying? Crazy.
Talk to me about the merch game because, see, a lot of people never even tapped into that to this day. They still don't do the merch. What was it that made you say, you know what? This merch is a moneymaker, and I'm about to wear this thing out?
Travis, when I met him, he was funding this clothing company called Paradise Originals in Kansas City. So he knew and taught me that people are walking billboards.
Facts.
Somebody see a Tech-9 shirt like the one I got on, like, hey.
I like that.
You know, I like that. Where'd you get that? Oh, strangemusic.com. TheRealTech9.com got all that. You know what I mean? They got a merch store, whatever you need, tour dates, you know. Those are impressions, constant impressions. And that's why we do license plates. That's why we do car decals. That's why we do everything, you know what I mean? Because anything moving, we can put strange music on it. You know what I mean? And if you Google Tech-9 tattoos, man, hundreds of thousands all over the world, man. We've done something that immortalized us, and we're still here. You know what I'm saying? Music automatically does it.
Exactly.
But I'm saying, but your portrait on people's bodies forever living, you know what I'm saying, through the ink. You know what I'm saying?
What do you think about a cult army following?
That's what they say.
You see what I'm saying?
That's what they say.
How does one get into the rap game and develop that, though, man? Because a lot of people, you know, these rappers will give you one song and 6 months later, they was a rapper.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Here we go years later, you still doing over 100 shows a year.
250 shows a year.
Well, excuse me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go back and touch on that too.
Yeah.
Talk to me just about the cult following and developing that. And what was that tipping point for you when you realized that, hey man, I got a big ass fan base?
The imagery that I had, the spiked red hair that I had, the face paint, it made me like an action figure. You know what I mean? Like something from Marvel Comics or something. I think that's what it is. You know what I mean? That dark imagery that I had as the clown, which I'm three-dimensional. I'm the king, the clown, and the G.
Ooh.
And if you come to the show tonight, you'll see all three of them on stage, me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I think that the imagery and the things I was talking about to connect with people, I didn't realize that it was going to turn into like an occult following.
Yeah.
I didn't know, you know what I'm saying? But talking religious beliefs and talking about, you know, my religiousness and everything, that connected with a lot of people too. So whenever you connect religion with it, you know what I'm saying? Same thing DMX did, you know what I'm saying? They'll say you got a cult following, call you a cult leader. But if I was a cult leader, I would be preaching love, bruh. Not hate or death. You know what I'm sizzling? I was raised in the church, Barker Temple Church of God in Christ. My mom married a Muslim when I was 12. From 12 to 17, I had to study Islam. You know what I'm saying? So I've always had that religious part of me, and my fans got to hear it. You know what I'm saying? They hear Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh in my lyrics. You know what I'm saying? For years. Yeah. You know what I mean? And my struggle with talking to God, like, well, why is my mom sick like this? Why epilepsy? Why diabetes? Why pancreatitis in '09? Why did schizophrenia happen because of the epilepsy and all the medicine? Why did lupus finally take her away in 2014? You know what I'm saying? Just me talking to God throughout music about my angel. I think all those things started that following, and what people call a cult. Yeah. But I am not David Koresh. I am not Jim Jones, the one over in Guyana. I'm not that. I am something of love, bro.
Exactly. Yeah. Now, when you speak of over 250 shows a year, where do you get that energy from, Tech? Because that's work.
Oh, man. Let me tell you something about my knees right now, man. I got this song called Don't Nobody Want None. You know what I'm saying? It's like an old school breakdance track, you know? And because I do that live on this tour, I got to bust a move every night. I got to hit that ground. I got to do my up rock. I got to do my footwork onto my knees and everything every night. I got Don't Nobody Want None knees right now, man. You know what I'm saying? So all these shows I've been doing all these years, man, the energy comes from the crowd and it comes from that crazy music. Yeah. You can't stand still and do Einstein or Riot Maker. You can't stand still and do No Reason. The mosh pit song, you can't. So the music is the energy and the people.
During your career though, Tech, were there any trials and tribulations that made you say, I'm not sure if this is what I want to do? And if so, what was it that allowed you to be able to push through those things, man?
When you're a young black dude from Kansas City, Missouri, with red spiked hair, a bishop's robe, and a painted face, and your name is a gun, you have all the doors shut in your face. You have black people calling you a devil worshiper when you was raised in the church.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying? So it was so many years that everybody said, no, BET, no, we can't play your music because your name is a gun. MTV said the same thing. I put the middle finger up to all of them, and they had to come over here, and now you can see Tech N9ne on these channels. You know what I'm saying? Over the years. It happened because we were relentless with it. No matter how much my imagery looks like something that you wasn't used to. Ain't no more black folk looking like that unless you go to Africa or something back in the day, you know. Yeah. Our ancestors, you know. That ain't happening over here. You know what I'm saying? So we were so relentless, and like no matter how my imagery scared everybody, that skill and that music, they heard it. If you look past that, if you want to see somebody that looks just like you, like Tupac connected with a lot of people because it was people that say, that's me.
Exactly.
When they looked at Tech-9, like, what the hell is that? You know what I'm saying? But then they do due diligence and know I did a song with Tupac called Thugs Get Lonely Too. I did a song with Ice Cube called Black Boy. You know what I'm saying? I did a song with Scarface called Pillow Talk, and I did a song with Kendrick. I did a song with Eminem. I did a song with Stokely Williams of Mint Condition and Marsha Ambrosius of Floetry. I've done it all, man. Gary Clark Jr., even on the metal side, Slipknot, System of a Down, Deftones. Boys to Men, it just don't stop. They recognize the skill, bruh, and look past the craziness of Tech-9 that ain't gonna never go nowhere.
Exactly.
Because they shut the door in my face, I didn't stop looking like that. This is what I got. I can't change it or I'll be fugazi.
Exactly.
You know, you ever seen any of my videos on World Star? Oh, he's corny. He's corny. But then they hear that rap and they be like, but dude, he's killing everybody though.
100 million views later.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I saw it change on World Star over the years. Like for so many corny, he's for white folks. Yeah, dude, black folks don't listen to him. Whoa, Tech-9, boy, y'all
He's
sleep
back.
on Tech-9. Y'all sleep on Tech-9. I've been here, man. They just can't get past the imagery.
Tech, what are some of your memories of being out there during the time with Tupac, man? Because I mean, you talking about Pac.
Okay.
And a lot
I
of
am in the place where I met him.
Oh, in the ATL?
Yes.
Break it down, Tech.
92. Atlanta Hilton on Cortlandt Street. Jack the Rapper convention. I was here. He was in the lobby. It was right after the riots in L.A. He was standing in the lobby. I was right next to him. He was saying, I'm black owned. I'm black owned. It was this thick stripper chick in front of him with a big old butt, you know?
Yeah.
And he's looking at her like, I'm black owned. I didn't know what he meant. So I went over to him. I said, man, you Pac, man. You know what I'm saying? You can get that. He's like, nigga, I'm black owned. Looked at me. I shook his hand. And, you know what I mean? And I thought about it later on. He was saying he must have black owned sprayed across them because all the buildings that they put black owned in the hood, nobody would mess with. So he's trying to say the chicks would messing with him. You know what I'm saying? Pac, you know what I'm saying? So the next year is when I got signed to Jimmy Jam and Terry Lewis in 93.
Yeah.
And the first day I got to L.A., we unpacked our clothes and everything at the Le Dufay Hotel back then. And they took us to this comedy club /club, you know, and Tupac and Mo Preem and all of them was in there. And we linked up again, you know what I'm saying, that whole summer, man, you know what I mean? And later on, when I got signed with Quincy Jones, his son was doing my music.
What?
QD3.
Yeah.
He was doing Pac's music before he died. So we were already talking about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to put you on this song with Pac. You know what I'm saying? He always wanted to work. You know what I'm saying? Talked about you. I'm like, let's do it. And that's how we got to do Thugs Get Lonely Too. So everything always came full circle. But I met that boy here in Atlanta.
That's crazy.
Yes.
When you look over your career, Tech, what was your favorite time, man?
I had a lot of favorite times. But working in Kansas City with the late, great Roger Troutman, doing I Wanna Be Your Man. We redid that and called it Twisted. It's on my first major record, Angelic. And he did that for me, man, for only $25,000, man. You know what I'm saying? And he came to Kansas City. We paid him in cash because he didn't want the IRS. You know what I'm saying? It was tight.
I feel you.
And at the time, when we did it, I was on Warner. You know what I'm saying? So I think it was Warner. Yeah, it was Warner because he was on Warner too. So we had to tell them to wire the money and all that kind of thing. And he didn't want it in a cashier's check, and it's just
exactly.
personal business. I'm sorry, but that was something to work in my producer at the time, Don Juan's mama's house, in her upstairs room, hot as hell, with him hooked in there doing it. We got it all on camera. If you pull up Tech Nine and Roger Troutman on YouTube, it'll pop up. You'll see it.
Yeah.
I had a lot of hair. I was young. You know, that was something. Walking up Swope Parkway, taking a break with him in Kansas City, and he's like, "Man, you're something about you remind me of Tupac." I'm like, I ain't never heard that, but no, like, cause you know what you want, you know.
Yeah.
I'm like, that's tight. Roger said that to me, man, and that was a monumental day that I'll never forget. You know what I'm saying? Cause I had to shovel snow as a kid to get the "I Want to Be Your Man" record from Music Land back then. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man, I had to shovel snow. I loved it so much, and I grew up with the Zap tapes and everything. Zap 2 we used to have, you know what I mean? And used to, you know, have the tape recorders and try to do our voices like this, like he would do, you know. And then I got to work with him, bro.
That's cold, man.
Yeah.
Lastly, Tech, anything you need to get off your chest you want to tell your fans, and how can folks contact you?
When is this gonna play?
Monday.
Okay, so if it ain't today, I ain't gonna say what I was gonna say.
Okay.
It's all about love, people. You know what I'm saying? We need a lot more of it. You can see in the news that we need a lot more of it. They're trying to separate everybody, us from each other. You know what I'm saying? The rich from the poor, man, and keep all the money for the rich. That's what I think they meant. Liberty and justice for all the rich folks and not the poor folks. And it ain't supposed to be like that. It's all about love and togetherness, people. That's what I want to say.